Hey there, welcome to Whitetail Weekly. I'm Aaron Cloyd, and on this week's episode, we're going to take you on a little bit different of a video, a filmed hunt. So this week we're going to talk about my daughter's first deer. So over this past year or so, my daughter's really kind of gotten the bug. She wanted to try hunting. Obviously she comes from a hunting family, so her wanting to get out and hunt was no real surprise. I hunt, her brother hunts. She's got two grandpas who hunt. She's got an uncle who hunts, so this was no surprise. She certainly is no stranger to the hunting lifestyle, and it's not surprising that, maybe she wanted to give it a try herself and see what she thought. So, like I said, over the last year or so, she's been hinting, and, we do some target shooting and stuff, and there was no doubt that she could get it done in terms of her marksmanship and stuff. So come Thanksgiving, just before Thanksgiving, we went and got her some tags because our tradition, we spend Thanksgiving up at the cabin out hunting, and it's a perfect time for the kids to be out there. We can sit in our gun shacks with the heater. This year we had good food sources, so those deer are coming to the food, and we knew we'd get to see some deer and have some good hunts. So she wanted to come along, so we were all excited. We got out there, and the first night of that Thanksgiving weekend, she was in the driver's seat, and we had some does come right through, and they got a little bit ahead of us. They kind of rushed us just a touch, did something we weren't expecting, and she ended up missing. It was kind of a rush job, maybe some poor guidance from me on that one, and I was a little nervous that miss might dampen her spirits a little bit, but I don't think it really bothered her, to be honest. I'm sure she wasn't super excited, but she put that behind her and was ready to go again Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So I had hoped that hunt would go smoothly, but little did I know it'd go so smoothly that we didn't have time to quite get it all on film, and I don't want to give too much away. We'll talk about that in the main video here, but it was awesome. The lack of being on video does kind of stink. It's the only kill we had in the family this year that we didn't get to lay down, all on film the way we wanted, but it certainly doesn't dampen the memory, and it certainly doesn't dampen, the enthusiasm that we had that night and the excitement that we shared in that blind. So come along with me. I'll take you through, and we'll take you on the experience of my daughter's first ever deer, which also happens to be her first ever buck. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I had a great time on this night, and I hope you guys enjoy the video just as much as I do.
Alright, well, this is a cell phone video because my camera is still in the bag. Sophie was hunting tonight. We walked out all the way across this field, probably over a quarter mile, back to this blind that sits on like the back edge of the field. We get in the blind, open up the windows. I open up the last window, go to sit down, and there's 3 deer standing like 45 yards away from the blind. They must have walked out as we walked in the blind. I don't know how we didn't cross paths with each other, but we didn't. I didn't have time to set up the death grip, the bog pod death grip to hold the gun. I didn't get the camera out, nothing. She rested on the windowsill, plugged him, spike, fork, something, at about 45, 50 yards, and put a really good shot on him. From what I could tell, I could see it impact and look pretty good on the shot side. And then as he was going away, he was carrying that opposite shoulder, so I think it went right through. And I jumped the fence and back in, but I thought I might have heard him crash. I'm not sure, but we're going to wait a couple minutes. But it was a 5-minute hunt. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So, you excited?
Yeah.
Yep. Make a good shot?
I think so.
I think so too.
It's not really much of a story to it.
No?
Just walking out here, because our cabin is probably, you just walk up the, the road down here, U-turn, there's a cabin, so we just walked down here, and we just got into the blind, and Dad was opening up the windows, and I was getting ready to sit down, because I didn't, just waiting for deer to come out. Dad just opened the last window and he sat down, and there's 3 deer, and we're pretty sure one's a spike.
It's definitely a buck, a spike or a fork or something.
And then 2 does, and the spike, the buck I should say, it was broadside, and Dad didn't have time to set up the tripod, so I leaned up. I put the gun on the window, and I think I had a pretty good shot.
I think you did too. Like I said, I could see the hit, and it looked like it was perfect, or, right behind the shoulder. We talk about being in that crease, and I think she was pretty darn close. So then, like I said, it carried that off shoulder when it left. So I don't think he went too far, but we got all kinds of daylight left. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably 4:20 right now or something. So yeah, we got plenty of time. We're gonna let him sit. I texted my wife. Her and my son were fighting today about who got to hunt tonight because we sat this blind last night and had some deer come out down the field that never got in range, one of which was a pretty nice 8-point. So that blind down there needs, like, tomorrow's a southeast wind, which works good. Well, I said that to my son. So now he's hell-bent on hunting tomorrow night. So they were fighting over who had to hunt tonight, like it was the punishment. So we texted them.
I finally gave out. I don't like fighting with Jacoby, because then it ends up like for a month he's like, you wouldn't let me hunt. You wouldn't let me hunt. So I just gave out. Told him I'd hunt today.
Good karma.
Yeah.
So yeah, they fought over who got to hunt, and it worked out absolutely perfect. So that is awesome. Like I said, we're gonna sit here for a few minutes, so we'll wrap this video now, and hopefully we'll have some more pictures, and we'll track it down. My wife and son, and we'll probably all come out and hang out and scoop him up out of there. So hopefully, like I said, I don't think he's going very far, but we'll see. Hopefully not. Should be bleeding, but it should be a good hit. So we'll let him sit for a little bit, and then we'll go in and grab him. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. It's fine. You got Rubber boots on. You're good. See these tracks where I was? There's a run right there. I think he went down that way. Good job, kid. High five. Good job.
It's a big one too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to get him out of here.
Oh, you think you're gonna drag him out? I like that.
Looks like it's a 3.
Nice.
Two at the least.
Nice.
You can see that this side it has one definite one, this one has one definite one. It looks like it's pretty much the same as like this one. I don't know if that's point.
That's a point in my book.
So,
4 point? 5 point? I can't see it yet.
so,
Looks like a nice 4 point.
yeah. So I could see 3 or 4 points.
Alright. Good job.
I'm kind of scared. We lost like the blood trail for a bit.
Yeah, he wasn't giving us much. I mean, I can see blood on his body there, but he didn't go very far. It was easy to follow his footprints, but we didn't see a ton of blood, so.
Yeah, it definitely came through his shoulder. If I can flip him over, I'll try to find where the entry wound
Yeah,
is.
we'll have to drag him out, I think. So, good work.
You gotta help me. I don't think I can drag this out.
No, I'll be dragging him, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's pretty cool being my first deer as a buck.
It's pretty cool, is right. And what was Jacoby's first buck?
It was
A 3 point.
a 3 point.
What's your buck?
4 point.
Got him. All right. Ready to get him out of here?
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
Me.
I know. Good job.
Thanks.